This is my channel about cross stitch and sometimes a few other crafts. Today is December 15th. It is Wednesday. We are closing in on Christmas. And this is Flosstube 74. If you're new here, thanks so much for finding my channel. Hopefully there was someone out there that mentioned me and you thought you'd come check it out. For those of you returning, thank you so much for finding me amongst all the other videos that are being posted daily. I really appreciate it. So, yeah, Christmas, 10 days away. Yikes. I still have some shopping to do. Not a lot, just a little bit. Mostly stocking stuffers. But we're doing Christmas at my mother-in-law's this weekend. So we're going to do that on Saturday. The boys will have a gift from my husband and I to open, and it will be their present to Great Wolf Lodge. We're going to go to the one in Sandusky because it's close to my mother-in-law's. We're going to do that on Sunday. So we'll spend the night, and then we'll go do the lights at the Toledo Zoo on Monday. There may not be a whole lot of stitching next week. We'll see. So I'm taking Monday and Tuesday off work next week. So I have a 40 weekend coming. Let's see. Otherwise, I live in Northwest Indiana, if this is your first time here. Basically right on Lake Michigan. And the weather has been stupid. Ridiculously stupid. It is 63 degrees outside. It is super windy. I'm sure most of you heard about the tornadoes that went through Kentucky and surrounding states. Indiana was included in that. We did not have tornadoes here. I mean, someone said, I read something that there was one. We just had very high winds. We had some branches come down. Power went out a couple of times. Swim meet got pushed a little bit on Saturday, but things were normal on Sunday. It was still windy. It's been windy every day. It's very windy today. So, Christmas is almost here. It's supposed to be snowing. And if you weren't sure, I like snow a lot. So, let's see. I gotta show you my earrings. I got my jingle bells in. These earrings are so old. Like, some of the finish is starting to come off the bells. But I can't help it. I love my Christmas earrings. I did change my clothes, though. When it gets really warm like this, during a cold season, the casino that I work at cannot regulate the temperature at all. It was boiling in my office today, so I've been a little warm all day. But how about we get into some stitching? First off, I have two finishes. The first one, if you guys saw my Instagram, you will recognize this. It is Infinite Christmas by Barbara Anna. This is on Bronze Age 28 count Lugana. Here's where it was last time. And now it's all finished. Oh, I just love it. So it's getting blown out a little bit. I'm not sure why. My white face wasn't in there. But I did change that white. I did not change this one because I stitched that white before a lot of this other stuff. And a lot of those threads are in that white. It was going to be too much. So I mean, there's not much of a difference, but got all the gold done. I got all the white done. I am super excited about how this turned out. So I believe after measuring it, I think a 10-inch hoop is what it will finish in. There, that fabric color is better. It does look so much better in person. I can definitely see how you could like change the colors to fit your house, but I really like it. It was a fun stitch. That was a lot of stitches. 5,990 stitches. Because I put this into Pattern Keeper. It was so much easier to keep track because I was doing it by motif. So I would like work a color around as far as I could and then move on to the next one. So the other thing I finished is hands-on design, the cookie exchange. So here's what it looked like before. And this is on a 32 count light blue Lugana. And there it is. It's all done. So you'll notice there's a lot of back stitching that is not in there. I liked the way it looked without all the back stitching. So I did do the back stitching on the jar right there and on the bowl. And that's it. All the rest are X's. I filled in some of these blue dots here because I didn't want to do the jar cover, kind of like a cloche. Our cookies were never under glass. Our cookies were on a plate. We just ran by and took one. So, yeah, and then I didn't want to do all the little, like, viney things on the holly, but all the berries are Smyrnas. So I like it. I think I have, a bunch of, like, little things I'd gotten on clearance. They're just like little signs, kind of. I'm just going to paint one red, and then I'm going to finish it on that. Not with a whole lot of frillies, but yeah, I love it. It looks so good. And I love how everyone's changing it up to fit themselves. That's awesome. So 2 finishes. As far as whips go, I have one knitting whip. Well, actually, it's a new start. This is the Stocking Stuffer Cowl from TellyBeanKnits. And I will have this linked below. So I'm using, this is Sunshine Yarns. I do not remember what color this is. It's been caked up for a while and I lost the tag. But the other one I'm using is Knit Picks. And this is Hawthorne. I don't have the tag for this one right now either. Because I just wound up a partial ball just to get me, because we were like rushing to try and get to the swim meet, just to get me through the swim meets. So then I wound the rest of it and I put it in my cabinet. But I have my little trash panda. Oh, that's his butt. He doesn't want to turn around. There we go. My little trash panda. He's hanging out. So here's where I got. So it'll be worn like this, but I'm not far enough to connect the two yet, unless I have a teeny tiny little neck, and then it wouldn't fit over my head. So I got 3 of the red stripes done, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do the entire thing in these 2 colors. Because I really like the way it looks. And it does kind of read a little bit like bronzy red, but it's definitely more red. Yeah, see, it looks more red here than it does here, but that's just my light, I guess. I wonder if it can go down one more. It can. Meh. I don't know if it's any better. But either way, there's, I think 1 more red stripe, and then possibly 1 more cream stripe, and then I attach it in the round, and then I get to start doing the motifs. So I will probably take that with me to my mother-in-law's. It'll be something easy to work on when there's a whole bunch of people around, because stitching is not going to be easy to work on when there's a whole bunch of people around at all. So next up, I'll cross stitch now. This is Mini Home for the Winter from Lucy Pittaway. She's the artist, and Heaven and Earth Designs charted it. Here's where I was last time. And there's where I am now. So not like a gigantic amount done, but I got a couple hundred stitches in. And I'm actually going to work on this one tonight. It was called for Whip Wranglers. in semi-sane stitchers. So I'll work on this one tonight. It's on a 25 count, 1/1. The other full coverage project I worked on, this is Mini the Possibilities Eeveelutions. This is from Alyssa Gerwig. I'm not sure exactly how you pronounce her last name, but here's where I was before. And there's where I am now. So obviously you guys, if you were looking at the screen, you saw that I was wrong. So this is Leafeon. You can see the leaves right here. This is Glaceon. It's not Vaporeon. Vaporeon's right here. This is Glaceon. This is the ice one. And then this is the water one. If you know anything at all about Pokemon. So, yeah, I love how this is turning out. And it's the max color version. So yes, there are a ton of colors. But I'm okay with it. All right, next up, this is Christmas Rules by Lizzie Kate. Should I say the original Christmas Rules? Because there's another pattern out there called Christmas Rules that just came out. It's not the same. So here is where I was last time. This is on a 28 count Mushroom Lugana. Oh, and I still have still got my needle threaded with the blue that I was working on. And here's where I am now. So I finished up Keep the Schedule Light and then started on that blue. I got the blue box done. I think after the blue box, I think I have 2 more after this. Let's see. Nope, I have 4 more. I lied. Because this blue box is, where to go? Share Your Toys. And then I have Listen for Reindeer, Hang Mistletoe, Give what? Oh, Give More Than You Get, and Welcome Friends. So I have those 4 left. And who knows, maybe I'll take this one to my mother-in-law's too. I love this though. I love it. It's looking so good. And of course, the colors are not what is charted. I did a conversion. I think I've listed it out before, but I will definitely list it out once this is completely done, just to make sure there's no changes. And I'll put it in my community tab so that it's always there. Okay. And did you guys see the last clue for the Barbara Anna Mystery Sal? The Winter Dreaming Girl. She is gorgeous. So let's just say I'll be taking that with me this weekend too. I have to work on it. I have to. Okay, so the last thing I worked on, and I actually have a chart for this one. There might be a glare, hopefully not. So this is Little Dev Designs. This is Winter Warmth. I'm doing this on a 14 count. I'm trying to remember the name. Light Seafoam Green. Here's where I was before. Let me tighten this up a little bit. And here's where I am now. Ooh, I hope you cannot hear my stomach growling. Hopefully that's, there you go. Does that help? So, the white is done for that top band. I put a bunch of the green in. I can't remember. I think I had to do like 600 stitches on this or something. Maybe it was 400. I don't know. But I got some more work done on it. And you know, I was actually going to just kind of say forget it on these ones. And then I said, you know, I'll pull it out and I'll work on it and see what I feel like. See what it brings me. And it really does still bring me joy, even though I didn't think it was going to. So I'm going to continue to work on it. Okay, so look around this time. That's it for WIPs. I did not get the quilt quilted. I did 0 sewing. I still have my month 4 blocks for Among the Stars again that are all cut and ready to be sewn. They're not done. I didn't make any more project bags. Although, in my Advent from Tracy, I found another piece of fabric. So it makes me wonder if there's one more in there. Okay, so I'm going to throw a giveaway in the middle of all of this because I made a boo-boo. So, what was it? The end of November. Fig Tree does a, like, 12 Days of Christmas thing. And it's basically they put stuff up on the site once a day at different times each day. And you just have to, like, go on and just purchase. Well, I wasn't getting much. And I ordered this book, not realizing that I already have it. So when I opened my box, I was like, I better make sure I don't have this, because I knew I had the Scrapbook of Quilts book. I have Christmas Figs. So I would like to give this away. So this is Christmas Figs, and it actually makes this quilt, but you could use any of these quilt blocks for anything else. You could make one quilt block and make it into a project bag. You don't have to use these colors. You can use it to practice your sewing skills. I do believe there are a couple other projects in here. There are. Quite a few more, actually. So there are, there's the Block of the Month sampler, which is this one. And then the Christmas goodies, there's a Snowflake Stars pillow, Once Upon a Midnight Star mini, so that's probably a wall hanging, a 9-patch tree skirt, a poinsettia trio table topper, Christmas tree farm bed runner, candy cane patchwork table runner, Christmas lilies wall hanging, holiday homespun quilt, peppermints and cream quilt, and a classic schoolhouse pillow. So those are, here's some of them. I love this. Like, hello flying geese, but I love it. So if you need to practice your flying geese, that's a great one. So if you would like to win this, you're going to have to use 2 words. Christmas Figs. There it is. F-I-G-S. Christmas Figs. That's what I'm going to be looking for. Because some people could say Christmas rules and not want to win this. They may not be a quilter. So, obviously you won't get it in time for Christmas, but I'm going to put it back in its plastic bag, and then when it ships, it'll be in a bubble mailer, so it'll be protected. So you don't have to worry about bent corners and stuff. Yeah, so if you want to win this, Christmas Figs. All right, so some other stuff I got. Fat Quarter Shop had these on massive sale. It's the Bonnie and Camille Quilt Bee bag. So, I use this bag for work. This is my work bag. And it is getting very beat up. So when I saw that this was on sale for super cheap, I was like, yes please, because I need to replace my work bag. Brandy Bestitch Me had a fight night and I couldn't resist. So 32 count vintage Lugana. And I don't know how well these are going to show up with this light, but then we have Not Another Sampler. This is a 25 count. I'm pretty sure that you guys will recognize that because I have a couple of Not Another Sampler This is a 32 count Lugana and not another sampler, and this one's darker, which is just fine with me. And then we have a 32 count Lugana in scroll. So I got those from Brandy. I did get, this fabric is actually a coordinating fabric. You can see it right there. I'm going to use this for the binding on both quilts. So I know I mentioned Fat Quarter Shop, but can I just tell you, Missouri Star Quilt Company in some ways is even better than Fat Quarter Shop. All of my fabric came individually packaged with a label. Hold on. Okay, make sure there was nothing on it that shouldn't be. With a label, it tells exactly what it is. So I got a few other ones. Now, I already knew what this was because it's the cats from the Santa Paws collection. But, you know, like this one, I never would have remembered the name of it. Look at these Scandinavian. Oh, I love it. And I got this one to go with it. But yeah, so thanks to Missouri Star, they have labels on them. I could easily put these in my stash just like this, and I know exactly what they are without having to open it up and look at the selvage. So, as far as patterns go, A Year in the Woods from Cottage Garden Samplings. This is the fox. I'm so excited. I don't know what fabric I'm going to use for it yet. I'll have to go through my stash and see, but it's amazing. And I'm excited about this. So I'm not doing any of the clubs where it gets auto shipped. I will just order as they come out. And then, I know I had mentioned it because Helen D enabled me, but I got 11 of the 12 Lizzie Kate jingles. So we have Cheer, and I don't know what order these go in, but Deck the Halls, Ho 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 Holiday, there's Joy, Joy to the World, Let It Snow, Love, Merry, Noel, Silent Night, and wait till December 25th. So this is what it looks like if you hadn't seen it on Helen D's channel. This is what it looks like right here. So I'm missing Fa La La. I think that's the one I'm missing. That one right there. So the setting for this is available on her website, on Lizzie Kate's website. So I'll just go on the website to do it like this. And I'll probably use that other piece of fabric, like the other half of Christmas Rules, to do this. So I just have to wait for 123 Stitch to notify me that Fa La La is in stock so I can get that one. Obviously, I'm not going to start this right now. Okay, what else? I did get, this looks obnoxious, but a whole bunch of kind of like background, or not background, like low volume fabrics. Or these would be great for like the insides of project bags. So there's a whole bunch of different ones in here. They just, Fat Quarter Shop just wraps it all up into one gigantic like roll, but there's a bunch of different fabrics in here. So when I start to undo them, that's when I start to find the other colors I got. That's what I'm saying about like this one. There's two in here. This one, there's a whole bunch. Like there are a whole bunch of different fabrics. So I just take all of these apart. So that's what I mean about Missouri Star having such amazing, like, and don't get me wrong, I mean, Fat Quarter Shop puts them in this bag before they put them in a box. But some of these, I won't know what they are because I ordered them all at the same time. So, okay, what else? Oh, I got some trim. This I actually found in the decor section. It's like for curtains, but it'll be perfect for a round something. I don't know what yet. And I forgot to show these last week. Check out these bone scissors that they had on Fat Quarter Shop's website. And they have like a little plastic cover on them. Aren't those cute? Hello! That would be really funny if that's what it picked. Okay, and then last but not least, I have the last 3 of my wee ones. I call them stitch markers, but really they're more like progress markers because they have this type of like earring closure. So this is the Abominable Snowman. And then we have Frosty. And finally, day 25, Merry Christmas, it's Santa in the chimney. I mean, you guys. I still think Trash Panda is my favorite, but here are the rest of them. They're all in this little tin so that they will be safe. But I think I'm just going to use them as progress keepers because I tried to use one as a stitch marker and the ring, like the earring thing that it's on, is just too big. I think that's all I have though. I may not have much stitching next week. We will see. It depends on how much stitching I can get done before everyone comes over on Saturday. And then Sunday we're going to head to Great Wolf. So Sunday and Monday there'll probably be no stitching. And then the zoo, and then Tuesday we'll drive back and we have lots of laundry to do so we can work on Wednesday. So I don't know. We will see. We'll see. I hope you guys have a great week. Don't forget Christmas figs. Both words, Christmas figs, if you would like to receive the Christmas figs book. Otherwise, I hope you guys have an amazing week, an amazing weekend, and I will see you next week.